Hello, Transformers. This is Coach Elizabeth in Franklin. I just wanted to reach out to everyone, say hello, and say thank you so much for the opportunity that you have given me to be a coach now for 6 weeks. Thank you, Coach Scott, for allowing me to join the team. I absolutely love it. I'm so blessed to be here. But a lot of you have been asking me about my journey, so I just wanted to give you a little bit of my history, and hopefully it can be a little bit of encouragement to many of you. I Just to let you know my background, I did grow up fairly thin most of my life. I grew up on an organic farm. My mother thought that anything that had chemicals or anything that was processed or had coloring to it caused cancer. I believe that she was a little bit ahead of her time with that belief. But I lived a healthy lifestyle. My mother was a lifetime member of Weight Watchers. Just let's face it, I was raised in the South, so a lot of our healthy food, our organic food, was overcooked and had fat in it, and we always had dessert. So many of you can relate to that kind of lifestyle. But I watched my mother, and I decided that I wanted to be healthy. I wanted to live a healthy lifestyle and good nutrition. Got married. My husband was training for the 1984 Olympics. He became very ill right before the Olympic trials and had to pull out. We spent 4 years researching why he was sick, going to different doctors around the country. Finally, the World Health Organization referred him to the head of CDC. The head of CDC diagnosed him with chronic fatigue syndrome and told him that he would never get well. So he was sent to a support group for people with chronic illnesses. We later learned that he had mercury poisoning, and even though the medical community could not be of much assistance to him, the alternative medical community was, and we learned a lot about detox and a lot about nutrition through this whole process. So I became a nutritional expert, so to speak. So I knew what to eat. I gave up sugar. I gave up wheat. We ate as close to nature as possible, nothing processed, nothing with a lot of sodium in it and that kind of thing. So I felt like I knew what I was doing. And in my 30s and 40s, I started packing on the pounds. And no matter what I did, I could not get them off. I did Atkins. I did belly fat cure. I did wheat belly diet. I did paleo. I just needed to have some things tweaked quite dramatically, and that's where LT360 came in. But I want to talk to you today about my journey with LT360 because I started in December of 2016, and 4 months into my program, I had only lost 16.2 pounds scale weight. That can be very discouraging if that's the number that you're hanging your hat on. So I do request that most of you just put your scale away, hide it in a closet somewhere. The only time you really need to get on the scale is when you do your check-ins, and I encourage you to keep up with your check-ins on a regular basis. So I only lost 16.2 pounds. However, here's my check-in sheet. I lost a total of 42 and a half inches. And my inches was what I hung my hat on because I was a fashion model until I was into my mid-20s, and the image was important to me. My body profile was very important to me, as well as my inner health. So talking about the inner health, not only did I lose 42.5 inches, I lost 34 pounds of fat. Do you hear that? 34 pounds of fat, even though I had only lost 16.2 pounds of scale weight. I gained 7.5 pounds of muscle, and I gained 10.5 pounds of hydration. I thought I was very hydrated. I drank a lot of water, but again, it's about how your cells receive that hydration. So I guess my advice to you is put your scale away, stick with the program, make sure you're getting your cardio. That was one of the hardest things for me, to get up early. I was not a morning person. I was getting my cardio in the evenings, and I was doing absolutely nothing to build muscle. So I worked really hard at it. My husband still asks me why I have to get up at 5:15 every morning. After 2.5 years, you would think he would know the reason. And my philosophy is there are two types of pain on a program like this. There's either the pain of discipline or there's the pain of regret. And for me, the pain of discipline is much easier to swallow, much easier to handle. There are many mornings I don't want to get up and go for a walk. But I know as I lay there and think about it for about 2 seconds, that if I don't do it, I'm going to suffer the pain of regret. And that is so much harder for me than the pain of discipline. I will beat myself up about it. I'll feel guilty. I'll look in the mirror and know that I have not done the best thing I could do for myself and for others around me. Part of my reasoning for doing this program is I want to be there for other people. I have 3 grown children that are very active. I want to be the mother that they call to go on adventures with them. If they want to go on a parachute jump, or if they want to go snow skiing or water skiing or rafting or whatever it is, I want them to say, hey, let's invite mom. She would love to do this. I don't want them to ever say, we can't invite mom because she can't keep up. I also want to be here to help all of you guys, to encourage you and to help you to be the best that you can be. Please sign up with your coaches. If you haven't been to a checkup in a while, please call in. And I hope I see all of you on Saturday. I won't remember everybody's name. Please forgive me for that. I'm just getting to know everybody. But please come up and say hello. It's going to be Saturday the 24th from 9 to 11 at the Blue Cactus Cantina. There'll be some food to taste. Dave will be there with E-bars. There'll be some E-bars to taste. You'll get to meet Dr. J. Gina will be there, our massage therapist. So come on over to Murfreesboro at the Blue Cactus Cantina. If you have not eaten there, you have missed a true treat. Hope to see everybody. Check in. Love you, Transformers.